I'm a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
I always fall right like you.
I'd like for people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Calling has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Just in case y'all missed that. I don't know how y'all did, but just in case y'all did, we are Bam Dam, a damn Alabama family up in here and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brothers and sisters. Thank everybody for being up in here. We do appreciate it. This is a dang Bama smoke. Bama smoke. I've got to behave. I got to keep my terminology down tonight because we're going to talk about positives. We're going to talk about positives tonight. But before we get started on all the positive, let's talk about our upcoming opponent. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. The Georgia Dogs. Let's talk about the Georgia Dogs. What time? Let's talk about the positive on that. The Georgia Dogs really just got their back end beat and waxed and everything by the Tennessee Smoky Dog. The Tennessee Smoking Dog really whooped up all over that Georgia Bulldog. I'm sorry they did. Y'all can argue with me. I love everybody all to death. And, excuse me real quick. Let me go ahead and put all the comments up here. I apologize. Y'all know me. When I get going, it's on like chicken bone. I can't help it. I get running my mouth. I can't help it. And right quick, I want to thank everybody at the Tennessee AMVET Post 100 and by tuning up in here. I appreciate every one of y'all. And just a reminder, Tennessee AMVET Post 100 is not a supporter of this show whatsoever. Actually, most of them hits me every time I walk in because I'm an Alabama fan. They're Tennessee, Georgia, Ohio. There are a lot of Yankee people up in there. I'm just saying. But we all love the veterans. We are all veterans. We're proud to be a veterans. We love the United States, and we always will. Always will. So, but y'all, anybody in here, welcome. Somebody, look it up. Look, we're on Facebook. The AMVET Post is on Facebook. Look it up. If y'all get a chance to come over, we have a lot of things going on. We love it. I mean, like this weekend, we have another turkey shoot going on. So y'all want to come on? The ladies auxiliary are cooking breakfast. You get 2 slices of bacon, sausage patty, fried potatoes, and gravy and biscuits for $7. So y'all welcome. Come on up here, man. Have a good time. Y'all are welcome. Y'all plan a weekend. Come on down here and plan a weekend. I'll meet you. We'll have a good time. If y'all want to, we'll do a live show on site. I'm just saying. It is awesome. I'm just happy to be here. But Now let's get back to the point ahead. Georgia, Tennessee. Tennessee, Coach Heupel, hope you got paid well. I really do. I hope y'all got paid well. Because I rewatched that game again. I just rewatched it. I'm like, how did they lose this game? They was in control the whole game. How did they lose it? Now, yes, Tennessee defense is sucking a lot this year. I won't deny that. But ours is too. I will not deny that. Just like, who made the call? Let's quit doing what we've been doing the whole game and just back off. I don't know. Anyway, I'm still trying to understand that myself. But Georgia came away with the victory. There you go. And we got to get ready for them. But now, the reason I'm on here, let's talk about the positives against Alabama, Wisconsin. First of all, let me start with our offensive line. Once again, I saw improvement. Improvement. Once again, we're not there yet. We do not have the gel factor with the team. Our offensive line is not, going out the side of their vision going, my brother needs help over here. My brother needs help over here. Oh, I need help here, and you're getting it. We're not jailed yet. We're not jailed. We're still working on it. But we have a great improvement as we're going. Me personally, as long as we get a W, I don't care if it's by 1 point. Because I've got little faith in our coaching staff. I'm sorry. Pause. Sorry. Let me back up. Our coaching staff is improving day to day. They are showing improvement game to game. And they are. Even our defensive coordinator, Coach Womack, is showing that much improvement game to game. That much. I am not seeing his game plan on defense as a game changer. I need Coach Womack to do his setup and get pressures off of it. We know a person who does that. His name is Coach Kirby Smart. So on a positive note, I'm going to say, Coach Womack, please look at Coach Kirby Smart's film study as a defensive coordinator like yourself while at Alabama. Not at Georgia, not anywhere else, while at Alabama, and see if you can learn from it. That would be a positive step forward. This is a bye week. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to be positive, y'all. I'm trying to be positive. We just had a great win against Wisconsin. Wisconsin, to me, is a good measuring point. You're going to break out a tape measure or whatever from point A to point B. Wisconsin is a good one because they have great trench offensive line, defensive line game. They do. They really do. And they really shut down our running game. They did. Wisconsin defensive line shut down our running game. But the positive is, Riley, you ran with authority. You didn't break loose. You didn't get all this. But they was loading a box, brother. And you was coming in there and you were busted. You was giving it everything you had. Nothing but love for you, Riley. Nothing but love. See, that's what everybody wants to pull up stats. They want to see how. I'm telling y'all what I saw in my 2 eyes. Or excuse me, 4 eyes. What I saw in my 4 eyes. Wisconsin loaded the box, which means, for y'all that don't know football, between end to end on the defensive side, they have every running lane covered. So unless our offensive line is the greatest in the world and can blow holes through it, they're going to shut us down for little gain, which they did. That's what Wisconsin did. That's what they're known for. They did a great job of that. We did a great job of attacking it, and we got what we got. The reason I say that is because we opened up passing lanes with our running attack. Was we great at it? No, we were not. By no means. Our offensive line still have areas to improve. I'll give you that one. But what they did do, they showed enough heart and enough strength. Tennessee, the Scooter, Tennessee, heart. Our offensive line showed enough heart to make their defensive back, Wisconsin, come down, defend the run, which opened up passing lanes. Y'all, that's a major positive. That's what we got to have. And I really think this coaching staff is starting to learn in the SEC that you have to run the ball to set up your passing attack. You can't just open up a bombs, because you're one-dimensional. I really see within the play calling of our offensive coordinator that, yes, look at the game with Wisconsin. He never gave up on the run. He used the run to set up pass plays. That's what we got to have. Now, Coach Womack, damn, I got to be positive. All right. Coach Womack, your initial lineup, your scheme that you brought from high school, which everybody loved, everybody wanted you. You're something different. You're the greatest of all time. You're bringing on something different. Sorry, brother. X's and O's. Oh, excuse me. I got to be positive. All right. In college football and pros, it all comes down to X's versus O's. You can have a scheme. That can embarrass somebody, I'm going to say for a whole year. But after that, everybody knows what you're all about. Gus Malzahn is a good example of that. Gus Malzahn is a great schemer. Gus Malzahn brought everything he had, and nobody was prepared for them at the beginning. But now they know what you're all about, Coach Womack. So you need to get adjustment. You need to call people. Hey, Coach Saban. Hey, man, what's up? Kirby, will you talk to me, man? I know we got a game coming up. But after that, talk to me. Let's start calling some people. If nothing else, let's call past Alabama players and ask their opinion. Don't be too proud not to ask opinions. Not saying you're giving up. Not saying you ain't nothing, but, not saying that. I'm just saying, be a man enough to call, hey, man, what am I doing wrong? What do you see? How can I improve? How can I make adjustments? We have plenty of past players that would be happy to work with you and give their thoughts, and you weed through them. You weed through them and put your team on the field. I'm not telling you to change them. I'm just asking you to take advice in. Don't be so proud. I mean, I know, just don't think that just because you're making this big dollars at Alabama that you're all that in a bag of chips. You're only as good as the next play. You're only as good as the next player. So please ask. Give them a call. The numbers are there. If I'm not mistaken, they're on that big wall of championships you walk by to go to your desk every day at Alabama. Lord, anyway, but back to the positives. All right, let's go back to positives. Our offensive line did a much better job against a very good defensive line. If I'm not mistaken, I think Wisconsin was rated number 7 or number 8 against the run nationally. They shut it down, and they proved that. I mean, I got to give them kudos. Kudos. They shut our run down. They did. They had everybody in the box. They brought people down. The good thing is Ty Simpson read it, and he was hitting what they left open. He was giving what their defense was giving. But as far as our O-line, they did do a very good job, and I am proud of what they did. Now, I did mention on Monday night on Make It a Double with William. Well, actually, William is the host there with William about my thoughts on Kalen Proctor. I saw a weakness in his game. But on a positive note, he might have been told that. He might have been told to step way out and make that a defensive end or defensive tackle had to run way out past him to give Ty Simpson room to step up. I don't know. I wasn't in film study. I wasn't there on a practice field. I don't know if Kalen Proctor was told that. Only thing I do know on a positive note, if any of the ladies in Tuscaloosa would introduce yourself to Kalen Proctor and ask him to go out there in the yard and practice two-stepping. Have him lean over you. I mean, he's a big old man. So he's going to lean over you, hold on to you, hold on to you tight. And he's going to go 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1 as he's leaning forward. Then make him go backwards. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Make two-step. This young man can pass block against the best of the best. I'm telling y'all right now. I know that's a country. I know it's country. But y'all, I'm telling y'all the God's honest truth. If an offensive lineman can lean forward and hold a lady or snip another and do the two-step, forwards, backwards, let's turn on the corners, they can be the greatest offensive tackle there ever was in college football. I'm just saying. Does anybody disagree with me? What you got up in here? I'm looking. Sorry, I'm just looking. Right now, I'm just rambling. Sorry, I can't help it. I'm all up in here. Anybody disagree with me? If an offensive tackle can two-step, leaning forward, will they be able to block efficiently? I'm still looking. Hey, Kimberly, Latoya, good to see you. Lord, how much we got? Dirt Road Bigfoot's up in the house. I'm just saying. I was offense. I was defense too. With Little Scoot did both. I'm telling y'all right now. When you come out, you're down your stance. You're down your stance. When you come out your stance, you put your hands on the defense. I'm talking about as offensive tackle. Right? You put your hands on the defender. If you have to step your foot out, I'm going to say at least 1 foot past your shoulder, you have to step out. You got control here. When you first hit it, you got control. You're a big old, like Proctor. Proctor's a big old man. He's a mountain. He's got control when he first touches you. When he puts his first hands on you, he has control. But once he does that large step back, what he's doing is he's leaning back trying to catch his balance. So he loses the push control. The defender has control on him at that point. So once he gets that step, he's here. He's leaning back. He's got it. Whatever that defender does, if he wants to roll inside or keep pushing outside after that step, Proctor has no control no more. Only thing he can do is extend his arms. That's all he's got. He has no body weight no more. Kalen Proctor, I'm telling y'all, he will be the next best offensive tackle there is in the NFL. He just, through circumstance, he has knocked him down. So he hadn't had the development at all that he needs. Once he gets it, he's got the hands, he's got the size, he's got everything. But at this point, if Alabama ladies, get him out there in the yard. Teach him the two-step leaning forward. Don't let him lean back, being all passive. No. Let him get all up in there. Do two-step, 2-2-1, 2-2-1. Let's go back. Then take him around the 4 corners. If you'll do that, you will do more for his career than you ever know. That's just me, y'all. That's just me. I don't know if y'all believe me or not. All right, now let's talk about a little bit more positive. Let's go a little bit more positive. Quarterback play. What y'all think about Ty Simpson? He wasn't 17 for 17 this week. He was the week before. So was that his fault? Come on. Was that his fault? No, it was not. The positive is Ty Simpson has been improving week. He's got better and better. He's got more comfortable. He's feeling the pressure. The game is slowing down for Ty. He's putting the ball in the right places. Now, there was 2 times that he actually put the ball in the dirt and put the ball in the stands because he didn't have a play. Was that not smart? Is that not what we want our quarterbacks to do? I'm very impressed with the young man. His daddy taught him well. I will not go negative. His daddy taught him well. And he is getting better game after game after game after game. Ty Simpson is going to, I'm going to stay right here. Look at me, y'all. Look at me right here. Look at me right here. Y'all going to love being able to say the word, I knew Ty Simpson win. Because not only is this man going to be great for Alabama for the rest of this year, he's going to be great in NFL. He has what it takes. He is the man. He has the haunches. He has the want to. He has the mindset. He has the film study. We have a lot of positive with Ty Simpson. We do. And now with that being said, let's look at Austin Mack, his backup. Let's look at him. Austin Mack has the size. Yeah, if Austin Mack would come back to Alabama next season, because I'm telling you, Ty is going to win this natty this year, and then he's going to move on to NFL. Austin Mack has the size. Now, Austin Mack's delivery is better than Ty Simpson. That's my opinion. Y'all. That's my opinion. Yes, I do apologize. I'm not putting everybody's name up here on the front, but I got you on the side over here. But to me, Austin Mack's hand quickness delivery is better than Ty Simpson. Now, does Austin Mack still need to learn the system more? Yes, I'll give you that. Yes. But what I've seen out of him, at the few times they have put him in this season, look out for him. Look out for him. I could see him being a starter next season. Ty moves over to the NFL. Austin Mack, he does next season. We win another championship. Then we go down to the man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is positive night. Alabama at quarterback, we are set. I'm going to say for next 5 years. Easily. Next 5 years, we are set. If anybody disagree, I'm sorry. But we are set for next 5 years. Now, do we have issues? Yes, we do. Now, being positive, let me go with the defensive side. We finally got some sacks. We finally dialed up some pressure. So that's why I'm going back to Coach Womack. Because I'm not in your film study room. I'm not there with you. I have no clue what you're seeing. I have no clue on how you are interpreting what you're seeing on this big giant screen, jumbo screen that y'all have at the University of Alabama. You got the little button, play it back. But I have no idea what your mind is thinking when you see plays. But I will tell you this. On a positive note, your players are wanting it more than they did at the beginning of the season. They are playing harder than they did at the beginning of the season. And to me, they're taking it on themselves to prove how great Alabama is. They're not waiting for you to put them in the right position. I know that's a negative. But it's actually a positive. Because our players are realizing, especially on defense, that their big money ticket is in the NFL. This little now money they're getting, it ain't all of that. They're figuring that out real quick. So, my positive is I see the players want to growing. I see the players' desire for the big money, not the little money, growing. That is a major positive to me. Because that was one of the things I was worried about the most. Anybody watched all my shows all the way back to CTS days. When all this money pay to play came up was, what's going to drive these young men? What's going to drive them? Hell, they're going to get money. They're going to get money in high school now. What's going to drive them? They're making more money than their high school coach. They're probably going to be making equal to the money of their college coach. So what's going to drive them? The only thing that's going to drive them is their mama behind them with a belt. No, if the mama's got her head right. If that's what mama wants. Now, if the mama and daddy are depending on that son to pay their bills, it's going to be, oh, go ahead, but you're the best. You're the best. You're all that. Go ahead. No. So-and-so got more money on the contract. You need to go. Nuh-uh, we ain't doing that. Nico, what happened to you, Nico? Your coach got fired because of your play. You suck so bad that you're making less money for you and your family, and you got your head coach fired because you suck that bad. Anyway, but this is a positive thing. The positive thing is USC will get a better coach. They will find out that they need to let Nico go because Nico ain't all that in a bag of chips. And they will sue Nico's father and recover some of that money. So that's a positive. That's a positive here. We got to look at the positive. Yeah. It just, oh, Lord have mercy. I'm trying to keep it positive. There's so much negative out here. Hey, LaToya, I'm trying to keep this positive. It just, Anyway, Nico's father. I cannot imagine. I am working my rear end off to set up a future life, not only for my grandchildren, for my great grandchildren. And you did your best to ruin your son's life. I don't know how you sleep at night, brother. I really don't. I don't know what kind of weed they got up there. I don't know. There's something that's keeping you very positive and very upbeat on your decision, what you did to your son. Just saying. Well, back to Alabama. Let's turn it back to Alabama. Good Lord have mercy. Let's turn this back to Alabama. All right. Another positive. Our receivers. Our receivers running routes. Now, is Wisconsin DBs the best in the world? No. But they're really good. They're really good. There's nothing to sneeze at, by no means. They're really good. And we had receivers getting open. The scheme calling that was called was, they're having to double down on one person, left somebody else open. Next time they double down on that person, left somebody else open. So the play calling for our offense against Wisconsin, nothing but an A plus. Nothing but an A plus. I mean, it kept them guessing, and they're, like I said, they're not a weak team. It was a good team to go against before we go against Georgia. So I mean, I've got a lot of kudos for play calling. Now, should our receivers caught the ball better? Well, really, all in all, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. If you did their averages, I'll take that every game. Williams just coming off injury, his first game. He was doing good. He did some fancy footwork. He did all that, score touchdown, but he dropped a ball that was dead in his hands in the end zone with nobody being around him. Things to work on. Things to work on, yes. And we can never put it all together. We never put it all together. It's going to be great. And as long as we keep improving game after game after game, it's going to get better, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. All right. Let's say the Pickem show that Icebox does. If y'all, pick against me every time, y'all win every time. I went over this last time. Because, I'm sorry, until our Coach Womack figures out how to blitz off his package, how to set up disguise runs, when I say runs, blitzes off of his package and coverages in the backfield off of his packages, I can't pick Alabama. I can't. Sorry, I can't. So y'all pick against me anytime. The other thing I have to say on this one. The young gentleman that I personally dogged out against Florida State. Actually, I dogged out the whole team. But the one that was caught on film time after time after time, just jogging around, jogging. I don't know if he was dancing to the music. I don't know. But he was not all up in it. Mr. Hubbard, our safety. He has made his mission to be one bad A individual. He is coming on. He just tell me what to do, coach. I'm going to be the best at it. There's another positive, y'all. Hubbard he flipped a switch. He flipped it. It's on now like chicken bone. So that's another positive to look out for. We are in a bye week. I hope and pray that this team sits down and does more film study than they do washing their butt. I really do. Because they got three games they can look at. Each player can look at. Even the backups that get in play. Going, all right, here's game one. We sucked. No energy, no nothing. We just sucked. We got waxed. We got beat. We got waxed. Why? Because we had no energy. This is where we screwed up. This is where I screwed up. This is where my person ahead of me screwed up. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Then we go to a lesser talented opponent and we blow them out. How? Life is good. How? It's all about. We all about. No, not so fast, my friend. We ain't all about. But it was a good game. So you can watch the placement, fundamentals, everything that was done in that game to judge, did they do the exact same fundamentals against Wisconsin the next game? What? Do I look for that? What? Why should I look for that? Well, if the gentleman's hands was underneath his shoulder pads, pushing him down the field every time we ran the ball against ULM, could he do the exact same thing against the defensive line with Wisconsin? Answer is no, we didn't. The positive, we can see that. Coaches see it. The players see it. Because we're here on this little bitty screen. They got the big jumbo up there. You know, Nick Saban made sure everybody could see it. They see freeze frame every mistake they made. So the positive is, here's the bye week. Let's work on everybody's weaknesses. Quit talking about your positive. Quit talking about everything else you go in your personal social life. Let's watch and fix our weaknesses. Hey, coach, how do I fix this? I got beat. My foot was planted, my toes are up, and I had my hands over here, and the guy ran right by me. What did I do wrong? Well, what you did wrong with, you shifted your upper weight straight with him and not move your foot back and plant and shove them. That's what you did wrong. Y'all see my point? We have a lot we can learn. This is awesome. This is a positive. This is great. Only thing we can do is get better from here or worse. That's up to the players. I think the coaches have enough information. They have enough data that our guys should be ready for our next game in 2 weeks. I mean, anybody disagree with me out here? I'm sorry. I know I'm rambling. I'm going on. I'm going on and on, but I'm serious about it. I want to give positives. We did have a lot of positives in this game, but we had a lot of negatives too. Even our defensive backs. I have a lot of respect. I'm seeing them grow. I'm seeing all of our DBs growing game after game, but I'm also seeing them getting beat. I'm seeing them being, let's say, overjealous to stop a run, and they're committing themselves way too early, even though the play says you should be here on a, zone, but you're jumping. Yeah, but that's youth. Remember, y'all, we had a boatload of freshmen last year. These freshmen are sophomores this year. We have a lot to look forward to. Now, would it all come together for a championship year this year? I can't say that. I believe it in my heart as an Alabama fan. Yes, we have everything it takes. But a lot of other teams are saying the same thing also. we're gonna have to see on this one, y'all. We're really gonna have to see on this one. But anyway, real quick, I mean, Stephen Hicks, you're saying Rambling Man Spencer, laughing like hell. Hi, Stephen. What do you think, brother? Seriously, what do you think? Give me a positive. Give me a positive that we got to look forward to against Georgia. Give me one. Give me one. What do we got to do? Give me one change. MFR Jones, give me one thing that Alabama needs to change against Florida. William Bryant, give me one thing you see that Alabama needs to change to win the game against Florida. Give me one. No mercy. MFR Jones says no mercy. Okay, MFR Jones. So with that being said, do you think that Alabama showed mercy against Wisconsin? Yes or no? Do you think that they sat back and, gave them mercy in that game? Anyway, well, I'm waiting on MFR Jones on that one. MF play with full effort and intensity. I'll give you that, bro. I will give you that one. I'll give you that one. But did we do it against Wisconsin? Did we do it? I'm going to say 40 minutes we did. I will say 40 minutes of a 60-minute game. Alabama players gave it their all. But I did see a lot of not giving it their all. Just, that just made Jennifer. Good to see you, Jennifer. Kangaroo Black put me on to your channel. Well, thank you. We'd love to have you here, Jennifer. Jennifer, what do you think? This past week against Wisconsin, if you could change one thing that we need to improve to play Georgia in 2 weeks, what would it be? MF Jones, fourth quarter, they let off some, Spencer, which I don't know if that was because the second and third players coming in. Well, MFR Jones, it's possible. It is possible. But my problem I got was our team let off right at the end of the first half. That's just me. I was watching the players. I was watching how they was giving, what they were giving. Was their heart there? Because I know y'all made fun of me. All y'all made fun of me. My phone's firing up and everything about Tennessee Scooter who came on the show a few weeks ago. Tennessee Scooter coming on because when I asked him, I said, what was the problem against Florida State? Heart. He was right. It's our heart. So that's one thing that I'm seeing a growth in, being positive. We're not there yet. That all their hearts not beating as one yet. But I do see the hearts beating. I do see they are really wanting to improve, which that could be a coaching thing also. I'm having to wait and see. Jennifer goes, I think they're doing great where the defense line needs a bit of help. All right, Jennifer, you say defensive line needs a bit of help. Would you say that's play calling? Do we need to bring our defensive backs more up in the box? Because if we do that, we're going to leave the deep routes open. So Jennifer, Jennifer comes in. They had motivation and played great, but it would be better. But Ty is a beast. Jennifer, you are correct. I'll give you that. Ty Simpson to me, at this point in the season, For a young man who has not took many meaningful steps at all at Alabama, he has improved the most of any person, including coaching staff at Alabama. That's the reason I was preaching before the season started. I think he's the next coming of Mac 10. He waited his time, he's showing off, and he is getting better and better and better. Mac 10, his championship year, playing all SEC. I know that was that year, but he played all SEC teams, went undefeated, won the SEC championship, and won the national championship. But if y'all think about it, Mac 10, Mac Jones got better game after game after game after game. Mac 10 was a different player on game 10 than he was on game 1. And that's where we are with Ty Simpson, y'all. Ty Simpson is getting better on every single game. Jennifer comes back with Walmack needs to go the heck on. I agree with you, Jennifer. We need more, better defense, call it. And then she comes back with, I can't wait to see Jam Miller and Kean back in the game. Well, that would be a game changer, girl. That would be a game changer. I agree with that. You get Kean back in that nose guard position, stopping that run. I'll give you that. If he's 100%, please do not bring him back if he ain't. Jam Miller, yes, we need that up-nose, hard-running running back. But we got good running backs. We have good running backs. I just think Jam Miller, I want him back. Believe me, y'all, I want him back. It's going to be hard because that first hit on him is going to hurt somebody. And these young players we got, running backs we got now, they got to learn that first hit. But nothing against our running backs. Our running backs are doing an awesome job. See, MFR Jones goes. They need to stay focused on all aspects of the game. We can't have no more special team failures with giving the opposing team easy points. I'll give you that. But MFR Jones, let's say this real quick. Is this not really the first time in 3 games that our special teams has failed? That was the first time. I can't think of another time all year they failed. Everything else was play calling. Think about it. Kicking off short. That was play calling. That was intentional. But yeah, the missed block, the missed tackling and all that, not staying in your lanes, I agree with you. But that was the first time. So I do see them studying film and getting better at this. B jamming. Oh, good to see you, B jamming. It says our D needs to drop the hammer on UGA quarterback, like they stank on. Steak on poo. No mercy on QB. He will mess up. I agree with you. B jamming. If Coach Womack has 2 weeks to prepare adjustments. He has seen tendencies of Georgia. He knows the different people. The only problem is, the only thing that Coach Womack's got is 2 cupcake games at the beginning and 1 hard game against Tennessee. So really, the only game he's got is 1 game against Tennessee. So I have to agree with you there, B Jamming. We need to put more pressure on them. So what we got here? We got Stephen Barbies. What? Stuff Barbie. Coaching staff is in the West Coast laid back mode. Failed acceleration on developing the entire team. Our D line is an example. Ty is hungry, but coaches fail to improve his O-line 100%. Well, I'm just going to say stuffed. Can't argue with that, brother. I can't argue with that. We are SEC. We are Bama fans. We are used to hard-nosed offense, defense, and when we see any lightweight come up in here, we have a problem with. So I cannot argue with that point. I wished I could. If it had been 2 years ago, I would have said you're full of F, but I can't argue that point. You are correct. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. So I got Jennifer comes back with need to apply the pressure. Heck, Womack has had a whole spring and summer to make changes. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. That is my point exactly. Coach Womack is got to go. He needs to go back to film study. Alabama has a film room of the greatest championship. We have more championships than any other college out there. Go back and just watch what the other coaches have done to be so great. Watch the players. Watch the play calling. He has everything in front of him. Now, is he going to take advantage of it? Or does he think that his way is the greatest of all times and that's the way it is? Because our coach Womack, our coach DeBoyer has dragged him with him everywhere he's been. So does he think he's too good to improve? That's a question. That's a great question to ask. But I'm trying to stay positive, y'all. Trying to stay positive. And so what we got here? Stephen Hick goes, say it again, Jennifer. Jefferson, yes, sir. Anyway, I'm just saying, yeah, come on. We are showing improvement. Straight up. I'm just going with my 2 eyes. I'm not putting up stats here. I'm not showing everything up there. I'm not showing everybody jumping up. And one more thing I will say. I'm positive. I was happy to see the one time our mighty Coach DeBoyer got excited on the sideline and got all up in the referee's face. I'm glad to see that. And because all this, no, I'm glad to see him get all up in there. I am tired of getting all the YouTube videos of how the great one, Coach Saban, got all up in people's faces. But this ain't Coach Saban, y'all. He's gone. Love him. He's gone. He ain't our coach. So we have to support Coach DeBoyer. No matter, we can disagree with him. We can cuss at him. We can call him out. But we still have to support him. He is our coach. He is a head coach, University of Alabama, the great University of Alabama. So we have to support him no matter what. Think about the past. If any of y'all was alive during Sheila days, the Bose days, y'all think about back in them days, we still have to support. So I'm just saying, y'all, come on. We have to keep it real, but y'all can be positive that we are improving game after game after game. I'm not saying bet on Alabama. We are the greatest of all time. No. We are improving, and we could lose, against Georgia. We could. But as long as we improve to get ready for the next game, that's all we can ask for as fans. I know as Alabama fans, we expect championships. We expect the best of the best. We have to get real with this, y'all. Come on. Let's take the niblets. Let's get the improvement. Let's take Proctor blocking better. Let's take the center stepping the ball better. And he's been doing good. Nothing against our center. Been doing good. I'm just using that as an example. Our running backs getting more hungry. And our running backs are hungry. I am very proud of what they've been doing. Our tight ends are getting more involved in the game. Our receivers are catching the ball more. That's a positive. Our defensive backs are our linebackers. Everything, our special teams, everything is improving, but it's baby steps. You have to crawl before you can walk. You have to walk before you can run. And that's where we're at, Alabama fans. And we're going that way. It's a positive. It is a positive. I just want to thank everybody real quick. I know I'm running out of time here, and especially for all my brothers and sisters over at Tennessee AMVET Post 100. Thank y'all so much. If y'all watching, appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you so much. Hey, will somebody buy my wife another beer? Because I know she's sitting over there. So go ahead and get her another beer. I'll pay you back. But anyway, I love all y'all. I appreciate you. And at this time, I'm going to take us out with the mighty words of the great Bear Bryant. Love y'all and roll tide.
You've got to be better in all three areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy Rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those three areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why,